Hey studio owners, running a photography business means you gotta juggle cameras, you gotta manage clients, you got cash flow and taxes. I'm going to be talking to you through the top 10 expenses you absolutely can't overlook and show you how to log them easily so you never leave money on the table. I know that working with photographers that bookkeeping and expense tracking are major pain points. We'll spotlight often missed deductions like props, software subscriptions, marketing costs, and share real examples from surprise tax bills to model drama. My name is Travis, and I help photographers reach their goals by running more profitable photography studios. So let's dive into it. First up is your camera gear. Body lenses, your flashes, your tripods, your bags, and even the little things like memory cards, batteries, and color calibration tools are all deductible business expenses. Many photographers only think about the big ticket purchases, but those $50 to $100 accessories add up to real deductions over time. For example, if you spring for a new lens or a fancy umbrella light, log that purchase by keeping receipts or using an expense app. I once saw a studio owner agonize over this by buying a lens and then celebrate at tax time when he claimed it and got a refund check. Gear equals gold for deductions, so use a dedicated business credit card or bank account and record them separately in the QuickBooks or an Expensify, or even a simple spreadsheet if that's easier for you. Next, you gotta think about your lighting, backdrops, your reflectors, and your props, that velvet backdrop, a bouquet of props for a newborn shoot, or even studio furniture and its sample albums are all business expenses. Another photography client I had demanded special props and ended up replacing a ruined set piece. She was thrilled to discover that she could deduct that $200 replacement. And also, don't overlook the model's coffee or extra outfit changes. Those count under client care or marketing. And just remember to keep every receipt and categorize them as studio supplies or props. And use receipt snapping software so you're not scrambling at year end to find that $30 bouquet receipt. Now, what about your workspace? If you rent your studio or work from home, your rent or your mortgage interest, things like your electricity, your water, your internet, your phone, and even insurance are all deductible. One studio owner realized after tax season that he spent $6,000 on rent and utilities without claiming a dime, and he left thousands of dollars on the table. If you have a home office, measure the percentage of your space used for photography and deduct the same portion on your rent or your mortgages and your utility bills, and then put all of your studio expenses on a business account and save every invoice and report them under rent or home office, so your Tax Pro or TurboTax picks them up. In today's digital world, your software subscriptions are as essential as your camera. We got Adobe Creative Cloud, you got Pixie set galleries, you got Dropbox, you got email marketing tools, you got CRM systems, website hosting, they all qualify. I know someone who treated a $600 a year Adobe plan as an afterthought until he tracked it. So what you can do is you can subscribe to digital receipts, log each software bill monthly as a subscription, or even label a Gmail folder such as receipts. And when tax time rolls around, you'll be grateful to have all that lined up neatly and added up. All right, next we got marketing and advertising costs, because they are not just a necessary evil, they are fully deductible. We got Facebook and Google ads, we got business cards, bridal show fees, sample prints, workshop sponsorships, and even coffee bot for a prospective client. Those can all be written off. One photographer dropped a $200 on boosted Instagram posts and claimed every penny. This offset her taxable income. So keep a marketing category in your books and save every ad invoice and receipt and review them monthly to catch anything you might have otherwise missed. All right, now let's talk about the insurance premiums for your gear in studio. Whether it's equipment coverage, general liabilities insurance, we got Arizona emissions, or even business interruption insurance. I had a friend whose $5,000 camera was ruined in a flood. Her insurance paid for the entire replacement and her premiums all year long were a tax write-off. If you're self-employed, your health insurance premiums can be often deducted as well, but check with your jurisdiction's rules. Then as your studio grows, you'll hire second shooters, you'll have assistants, editors, virtual assistants, and you can deduct every contractor fee. Even professional services like accountants, lawyers, website developers, and business coaches also count. I knew a studio owner who thought hiring a second shooter was a luxury until she realized that every dollar paid to her assistant lowered her tax bill. So just be sure to issue proper W-9s and categorize payments as contract labor or editing services and save all the invoices so your CPA can pick them up. Then we got travel and vehicle expenses. Those can add up really fast, especially for weddings and out-of-town shoots. You can choose the standard mileage rate or track actual costs. Things such as gas, oil changes, maintenance, parking, you got tolls, you got lodging, and even 50% of meals for overnight trips. I have one wedding photographer who failed to log 10,000 business miles and missed out on thousands of dollars in deductions. So use a mileage app and you can snap photos of receipts and note the business purpose of each trip so you never question why you were on the road. Then don't forget the little things as well. You got things like office supplies, you got printer ink, photo paper, cleaning kits, mailing supplies, you got batteries and memory cards. Those are all deductible. Your phone and internet bills count too, but it is based on the business percentage. $25 battery packs and $5 SD cards may seem trivial, but if you get 20 of those over the course of the year, that is real money. And then for mixed use bills, all you gotta do is simply estimate your business use. So for example, if you use your internet at home for business as well, say 30%, just be sure to log 30% of those expenses and log those. Last but not least, investing in your education and professional help can also pay dividends. We got things like workshops, conferences, online courses, mentoring, and even your CPA's annual fees are also deductible business expenses. A lighting workshop last year not only taught me new techniques, but it also shaved hundreds of dollars off of my tax bill. So just be sure to keep course confirmations, conference badges, and professional service invoices in an education folder so your deductions stay organized. So how do you actually track all of this without losing your mind? Well, you can start with dedicated accounts and have a single card for every studio expense. Each month, you just want to review your bank card and credit card statements, categorize every transaction, and make sure you are reconciling all the missing receipts. Take a photograph of every paper receipt with an app like Expensify or QuickBooks and let auto scan features do the heavy lifting for you. Then you can use a mileage app on your phone to log every mile that you drive. And then for mixed bills, just make sure to estimate the percentages and record them clearly. But the most important thing is that you do this consistently. You either want to do this every week or every month. You don't want to be doing this at the end of April when it's tax time. Otherwise, you'll be scrambling all day long, wasting time. All right, so that is your roadmap to never leaving money on the table. Just remember that you got to be claiming your gear, your props, your rent, your software, your marketing, your insurance, your labor, your travel, your supplies, and also your education. Don't forget to log them due diligently and you'll keep more money in your pocket instead of handling it over to Uncle Sam. So just be sure to hit that like, subscribe for more studio business tips, and remember, you've got this. So keep shooting and keep growing that business.